Alright, so it's another tournament and match like 150 for us. Never mind, I take it all back. We're gonna we're gonna get seeded for this tournament, but then we're jumping into match 150. So it looks like a boost. Gone from the Luka Goers, Biggs instead there. Yeah, no, let's see. So it looks like we're going against the Guado Glories. Let's see what we can do here. And there it is. Us against the Guado Glories. Zamzi Ronso still slacking a little bit. Only got 50 or level 51. I mean, it's not bad, but you know, we can do better. That's always the goal, doing better. Unfortunately, we get the same weirdness. So newbie Ronso like somehow avoids the encounter in the midfield, which isn't really what we want, considering, you know, newbie Ronso encounters someone and the game's over for them, or at least the encounter's over. He's a tank of a player at like level 90s versus like level 60 players, so definitely want him in on like every encounter. But unfortunately, there has been some weirdness with like him not encountering. In general, I think that happens. I think it happens a lot more to slow players. I feel like it does. It seems that way. I mean, what do I know? I've played, you know, played hundreds and hundreds of games of Blitzball, but I don't know a lot. Alright, so it looks like we're going against pretty speedy players. Dotto there already, like, encountering a lot quicker than I would have thought would happen. If I remember right, they actually just have really fast forwards. I think they have Gira and Dotto as the forwards, which obviously means, like, in terms of, you know, escaping any sort of encounter, it's already difficult as a Ronso. Against these players, it's just nearly impossible. You've got to like immediately stop as soon as you get the ball, or else you're going to be in some encounter you never wanted to be in. You're going to be sad. You know, it's all going to be bad stuff. Yeah, let's actually stop here for a second. I want to see what the goalie looks like. Looks like it is Nimrod. He has 20 catch, though. He's got high risk on. So definitely not good for them. And we should be able to take advantage of that. Yeah, passing to Zamzi Ronso. Honestly, a little bit of a risk there, just because he's not a great player whatsoever. not to pump him up too much, but he's just really not good. So passing to him is generally risky when we think we might get in an encounter. Let's see what we can do here to Beseek Ronso. We still got about 2.5 minutes, so we've been doing good so far. We haven't done any bad situations. We might put ourselves in one here, but I'm willing to risk it. And looks like we don't get punished quite yet. So we're going to pass between Beseek and Zamzi, see if we can kind of kill some time. Mostly I'm just looking to shoot with our guy Ronso at the most opportune time, so that we don't have to deal with an encounter in the, you know, like, they'll have a minute left, they'll get in the encounter, they'll shoot a goal, and then they'll like make it with 5 seconds left. And then we're kind of right back where we started. You know, we have, you know, a one-to-one in the second half. It's all these stuff I'm trying to like avoid. Pass to Zamzi, and then one to our guy Ronso, and that should actually be it. Just because, I mean, there's enough time to really justify the shot, and we're far enough away to where it will take time. So I think we're going to be killing a little bit of time with this shot anyways. So I'm not worried about them coming back as kind of like getting it and then coming back to score or anything. Ronso starts with the ball. He's going to push to the right side, actually. This is interesting and could potentially be bad, but we'll see. So we don't quite get the ball, but he is dribbling. So dribbling is probably the worst thing he could do there. What he should have done is pass it off. I mean, he could go for the shot here and maybe do something, but I kind of doubt it. Okay, I take it all back. He cannot go for the shot. Okay, we're just gonna keep on doing this. His pass, his shoot, his life, and it's all happening. Oh my gosh. And now, see, that's where he goes. Now he goes for the shot when it's clearly a terrible idea. Anyways, looks like we got some level ups. Our guy Ronso, more speed, you know, level 67, speed, endurance, shoot, you know, all that good stuff. Endurance, attack. Yeah, I'm not too worried. Honestly, I only care about our guy. Physique Ronso's just doing his own thing right now. For some reason, I totally thought that was the end of the, I don't know why, I totally thought that was the end of the half, or end of the game. I was like, hey, we did it, that was very short. We're going to pass back and mostly try to get some experience here, you know, before we get all that pressure. That's really what we're looking at here. Experience before pressure. Pass to Physique Ronso, and a lot like the you know, previous games and previous situations, kind of some cat and mouse things. We're just trying to avoid getting caught. Always avoid getting caught in these situations. We're trying to get experience. We're not trying to get encounters. So I'm going to pass to Ronso. This seems risky because Dotto's already pulling back. You see he's already kind of halfway. Yeah, the fact that he was pulling back there definitely made it not great. I mean, we'll deal with the encounter. It's whatever. If it was Zamzy Ronso, it would be more serious. But like a good example is Guado there. It takes them a while to turn around. But when they're like side to side, normally their turns are sharper and, you know, quicker. And generally it leads to an encounter. So I don't want to get in the habit of getting encountered. I'll pass to Physique Ronso. Ideally, yep, pull him away from Zamzy Ronso. It's a lot of just, you know, getting open, getting open, getting open. I think we're good, actually. We've got Guado in quite a predicament. He keeps on pulling back to encounter each person who gets, you know, the ball, and then he can't because he keeps on going, you know, back and forth, back and forth. It's a little bit of like monkey in the middle. He's just not having the opportunity to do anything. So this is probably the riskiest pass so far. As I say, look at how close I am to Guado. It is very, very lucky on my part that I did not get wrecked there. And I'm going to pass to Zamzy. This is probably a dumb pass, but I don't think it matters because, I mean, look at the time. He's going to have 3 seconds, and that's going to end it. It's 1-0, and that's going to be it for the game. and only 2 experience left for Zam's Ronso to level up. So that's actually really nice. That is really nice. And we're definitely not going to top scorer here, but we don't really care about techniques. We'd rather just win the elixir. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And when you come back, we'll finish up the tournament. Until next time.